The new wave sweeping across Africa and the diaspora. Probably you have noticed, Kuti, people are moving from South Africa, Botswana, the United States, the UK, going back to their roots in Zimbabwe. Some even going deeper. And I'm telling you, we used it to couples trending on social media, the Nyatis, the what, Tenda and Kim, this. We had a lot of couples trending on social media for playing games, for doing a few challenges. But usually there's a trend of couples moving from diaspora going to Zimbabwe. And it's happening now. And it's not about just my YouTubers. A lot of people are moving. Vakawanda avashoma ndova watukona pama YouTube panapa ne pama vlogs, but I'm telling you there is a wave that's actually sweeping across Africa and the diaspora, and people there's a mind shift. People now believe in investing kumusha kwao, and I want to talk about it today. We were used to having my trends of couples are not trend on social media doing my challenges. We talk of Madam Boss and Mofela, we talk of Taiti and Kiki, we talk of the Nyati family, Gilbert and his wife. There are a lot of couples that have been trending on social media because of my challenges, because of the things them showing us how they are living wherever they are living. But there is a new trend that actually coming through these days. It's a trend of my couples who are relocating to Zimbabwe. Some are coming from South Africa, Botswana, some from the UK, and are making an investment in Zimbabwe. Kutonogara with Zimbabwe. With some starting in one-roomed house, in my big mansions, depending on the capacity in Havana. So my question is, why is it happening now? And what is it that you need to consider before relocating to Zimbabwe? Because indeed, people are relocating. And sometimes you might not be aware, why is it these people are relocating? Why even are going to Zimbabwe? If you travel to Zimbabwe coming from South Africa using the Beitbridge Road, you'll tell me the moment you cross the border, people are building houses. They are very nice houses. If you go around Masvingo, just before you enter into Masvingo, I tell you, there are beautiful mansions being built by Zimbabweans. Some are building from the diaspora. Some are already in Zimbabwe and trying to hustle ikoko. They are building my mansions. It is at a time Vakawanda, they are saying the Zim economy is bad, things are not well in Zimbabwe. But there's such a time as that, there are a lot of infrastructure that has been put to place. So vanhu vari kunyeba here paonekwa chinhu zvakaoma kuZimbabwe, yet they are managing kuti vavake zvinhu zvakadaro. I was in Zvarasekwa recently, panonzi pa ndakukanganwa zita racho, pasanganai indi pai. If you were in Zim, wakapedzera kuenda kuZimbabwe 2-3 years ago, ukasvika pasanganai inawo paona hauchapazive the way yapavakwa nayo, getting into Tinward North, the flats dzakavakwa ipapo pane that mall that was opened by the president padhuze paya kuseri kuya kwe. Guys, the honest truth is ana madokero area places are being built, and zviri kuitwa nemaZimbabweans who are just like you probably and me. And how are they managing to do that? Ndoda kuti nditaure pavideo ino ndisandanyanyorasika kuti why is it that people are moving to Zimbabwe at such a time as this? Why are people moving to Zimbabwe? Number one, the peace of mind. Let me tell you, the peace of mind. The peace of mind. That's the reason number one why people are moving to Zimbabwe. Peace of mind. I was in Zim recently. I did a video which is on this platform. I did a video around February when my young brother passed out. I had to go Kumusha just to have a 1 week there, go no refresher. And I was going with my uncle, my Sekuru, because we used to stay with Zim Kumusha. So when my mana did, when we were still in primary, they moved to Harare. Established Harare. So Kumusha maingoenda kwaenda namo monobata maoko. What used to be our house or our home? Yato pato pasango, there's nothing. Dzimba dzakatodona ipapo. Kwandichazoenda and I'll show you what I'm doing there, because I'm reviving that place to be something now. And that is 33 years later. Just imagine taba kumusha ikoko. I remember waking up in the morning, naenda kumusha ikoko. There's that calmness, there's that peace. Hakuna that noise. Kune rugare. There is that peace here, you're not thinking you meet someone along the way, achakupunza the passport, where is your ID? You are a Zimbabwean, why are you working there? Where is your work permit? There's that peace, you don't feel bothered. I tell you, unobata phone yako, you can go uchifona muroad, you can do whatever you do without fear yekuti ndinogona kubvutirwa nani kana naningi. Crime yes iriko kuzima, but not compared to some of the countries dzinotiza vanhu vachinogara. So that calmness, that peace, you know, especially when you're in a village, in a rural area, that peace is what people are now seeking. I tell you, it's not easy waking up one day uchingopinda mtown not knowing kuti chii chaitika, jasangana nanofarira here. Even kuma hospitals, there are nice hospitals in South Africa, in Botswana, wherever, but especially in South Africa, even there's a nice hospital. Recently there was a trending video of a lady who was akazvikurirwa uchinzwa achitaurwa naye nezviri kuitika. It's so traumatizing to a person. That peace yemunhu inenge yava disturbed. So that peace is what causing people to go kumusha. You can also, number 2, you can own your own land, grow your own food. Unograrama upenyu usina chikwereti, and you are not racing with the system. Life is a bit slower. You live at your own pace. Ukamuka ngwadza wamuka, une chirugu chako chehuku, une chirugu chako chembudzi, une maveji ako, you're eating health. You have the ability to own certain things. Unoona, you grow your own food. Utano wevanhu vari kumusha. I did a video which is also on this platform. Yandaifamba na sekuru vangu who is 81 years old. We had to walk a distance of more than 15 kilometers. Tichiona vanhu, tichizoenda kwa Murambinda, tichidi. You can see that this man is healthy. Achipfura parwizi achiti muzukuru, izvi zvimidzi zvoshanda zvakati zvodaiso, kuti zvinhu zvikadya zvakadaiso. The food is healthy. Ngatitaura nechokwadi guys, kunogara kumusha kune ma-advantages ekuti you own things, you live life at your own pace. There is no pressure. Unotorarama upenyu hwekuti hauna kana chikwereti chemunhu. If you have online income, it's even better. Let's say you have an online income, you're earning in dollars, and you spend less. There is a possibility that you can also build more, because like myself, I run a media company. I do graphic designing. I can design a poster for any person who is anywhere. If you're in the UK, you can send me your details. I will design a church poster for you. I'll design your company profile for you from anywhere, and you pay me Nema US dollars. You pay me Nema rands. The money comes into my account, so I can operate from anywhere, even in the rural areas. As long as I've got power, my laptop is on, I can still work, and I'm earning in US dollars. So which means I can still continue to earn the same amount because I'm working online. I can still earn the money and South Africa, but in Zimbabwe, where I'm spending less, which means in Sarandin is more to save, which will help me to even build more. People now are thinking of going home, because if you work online, COVID, we have created jobs, or we have created mashandure kuti even online, even remotely you can work, which means urikungobva kune mabills akawanda, kune rent. Like right now I'm actually in my office, which is Irimumba, andina rentals office andobhadhara. I can still lift up this office and place it in any country. As long as I've got lights, in solar yangu ne battery rangu zviri kucharge, earning kana inga 10,000 and every month, I can still earn that 10,000 rand, but ndakuspend less. This is one thing in one area where I want us to look at, whereby with nature yebasa rako nemwiro wemari yako, you know what I'm saying. Are you able to work from anywhere, like myself, like other professionals, IT technicians, whatever? There are people who can work remotely. Ndimo anoitanga kukonisida kufana kudzokera kumusha, because you can work from anywhere as long as your lights are on. So you are earning the same amount, but you are now spending less. That will help you to surrender something that you can invest. And so that's one other thing why people are moving to Zimbabwe. And also you get support from family. Your children also grow up connected to the culture. Takura my life mazwane kuti our children don't have an identity. They don't have an identity. They don't know who they are. They don't know their culture. I've stayed in South Africa, here in KwaZulu-Natal, for 16 years. And I tell you, the people are proud of their culture. If you see them dancing. Yesterday we had Kaizer Chiefs. 2 days ago we had Kaizer Chiefs winning the Nedbank Cup. You saw the dances that Mtetwa did after winning the cup. He was dancing, their cultural dance. It's a Zulu dance. Now it's their culture. They are proud of who they are. They are proud of this is our culture. But do we have an identity as Zimbabweans living in the diaspora? Do we have an identity? Do we even know our culture? And we are bringing up kids who don't have a culture, who don't have an identity, who live with a borrowed culture. In the long run, because at the end of the day, we need to know who we are, where we are from. In Patino Zoyenda, we live that legacy. generations anotevera achiziva kuti akabva kupi. So when you live in Zimbabwe, there's that identity. You feel kuti ndiri wekuno. When I went to Zimbabwe, I tell you, panenge pachibudiswa mahewa aya, fuko iya ichidai, so there is something that you feel within you. Satisfaction inouya inogona kusaunzwa nemari kana nezvimwe zvinhu, but inounzwa nekuti you are connected to your roots, you are connected to your people. And also in Zim, there's a lot of support that can come from the family. Some can argue on that one to say, but I tell you, it is better to suffer in your own country than to suffer in a foreign land. Usually, the next thing to know go and stay outside. Who is going to help me? Am I going to be bold enough to call with Zimbabwe kuti ndakadzingura rent ndiri ku diaspora? Here the people in Zimbabwe are actually expecting kuti ndichawatumira $20 vonotora kumukuru votenga voendesa ufu kuchigaro. So when you are in Zim, you are in your area, you are around your family, une vanhu vakakukudza vawakakura navo, and help inogona kuva easy. That support inogona kuva very, very easy. Which brings me also to a point which I said, and also spiritually, there is healing in returning home. There's actually healing in returning home. It grounds you. There's that healing that comes and that peace that comes just because you are urukumba kwenyu. And talking about that, there are also disadvantages, which are called cons. Some of the things that can also be a bit of a disadvantage when you are kumusha. We talk about the electricity and the water challenges, especially in high density areas or even rural zones. Iriko problem emagetsi, iriko problem yemvura inowanikwa. Even in the diaspora, kunoona South Africa, load shedding inotombomutruma 6 hours. Though not compared nekumusha kuti magetsi anongoenda tisingazivi. But as you establish yourself in the rural areas, solar is an option. Unogona kuisa solar, unogona kuisa bow. It's an option that is there as you grow and establish yourself back again in Zimbabwe. Then also we're talking about online. There's also that problem here, internet. Internet is improving, but not as fast as we might be used to. I can stream 4K, I can have Wi-Fi 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and in a Wi-Fi in a fiber. But let's not say Kuzima is good developer. And we now have Anonzima satellite Elon Musk, and we take advantage of that. I know some of those things are not yet, might not be accessible to someone relocator. I can get from zero. But as time goes on, you don't start doing Azo, you don't start to Ripadenga, you start from somewhere. The good thing is you are at home and you're starting somewhere. And then also some areas have limited job opportunities, so you need a clear plan. That is one main thing that I want you to consider when you're moving back to Zimbabwe. You need to have a clear plan of your source of income. If you can work remotely, like I can do. I can work from any country. Wherever you place me with my laptop, I can work from there. I can provide my services. I can do things online. So you need to have a clear plan. You need also to have that clear plan. But there's always a starting point. Like I said in my last video, unotanga ne 50, ukune 25. There is a demand for chicken in Zimbabwe. 300, 400,000 chickens are jiwa every day in Zimbabwe, every day. And the market is still open. There's still demand. The demand is still there. As long as that demand is still there, which means there's an opportunity for you to also do the same thing and feed into that market. Problem yedu we fear starting how about you? Tanga wachingeta huku dzacho 6 weeks dzakura uchizobvunza kuti ndiani anoda huku. That way it's better. Because if you start by looking for the market, you find the market, but usina a product to feed into the market. Saka unosvika umbwa kuti ndikutengesa huku, then they say, huku, we love huku. Muningani, because totodzida izvezvi like today, how many do you have? Then you say, no, I was just doing market research. I'll come after 6 weeks. When you come after 6 weeks, they already have a supply. We're supplying them. So I tell you, you always have a starting point if it's in Zimbabwe. There's always a starting point. So you have a clear plan. And also in adjusting your mindset, it's a different space. Things move slower. Government services, customer care, it can test you. Things are not the same in Zimbabwe, especially for people like myself. We've been in the diaspora for 16 years. When you go back to Zim, you know what happens? When you go back to Zim, which brings also maybe to my next point of there are certain things that you need to consider before you make a permanent move. So before you pack your bags and head back home, Kumusha, here is the advice I want to give to you. First of all, number one, visit Zim. Visit first. Don't just move permanently. Come stay for 2-3 weeks and test the waters. Do you know why I giving this encouragement to people who are relocated to Kumusha? It's because Pagore I go to Zim a minimum of 6 times. So I'm always there. And after a month, I go there. After 2 weeks, I go to Zim because my work allows me to travel. So I see last week in swap. So whenever you go back to South Africa, whenever I come back to South Africa, I'm rekindled, I'm encouraged, I'm inspired. In a certain mindset, a different mindset. It's different for a person who hasn't been to Zim for the past 5 years. I will not inspire. I will not go Zimbabwe. That's when you begin to say, why are better than us? So for you, before you make that permanent move, you need to visit first. Just go there. You don't know Gara for 2 to 3 weeks. You tested the waters. Just put one leg to Zimbabwe. Then you see. Also, income plan. Don't relocate broke. Don't relocate broke. Whether it's farming, remote work, designing, or YouTube, know how you will survive. That's what I've been saying previously. Whereby you just need to know how you will survive. Don't relocate when you're a broke person. You just get there, then you have not $10, not $20. It's working for others. There's one Miss V on YouTube. You can check your YouTube channel. I think I'll drop a link in the comment section. And also I'll share other links of other YouTubers that I feel can also inspire you. She went to Zim, like Miss V. She didn't have anything, a bag. She went and started on zero. She's been doing YouTube videos, which I also believe she's also earning from here. YouTube videos from AdSense. So, some can go over in the Markudara. Some can have invested. You want to invest 50,000. Then you are relocating. Others are going there, starting from scratch. To tanga choka $40 yokanya dinner. Kwenda pachuru kunochaka mvura nengoro, starting from zero. But my advice: don't go broke. Don't go without a plan. Don't relocate without a plan. Find something on the ground. Have a bit of savings. Even $1,000, even $500. Just $500. Go start there. That $500. When you land in Zim, when you arrive in Zim, that $500 can take you from know where you're going. You have to know where you're going also when you're relocating. Epworth is not like Borodale. Domboshawa is not Harare CBD. So you need also to research your area. A lot of people are going to Domboshawa. I've seen some Murewa, some Kwaseke, Ziko, all those areas. Know your area very well. Know your area. Ziwa nzvimbo yauri kuenda zvinodiwa ikoko chichiri kuitika ikoko because zvinogona kusiyana. And also nekuti pamwe unogona usingade kuchinja lifestyle yaunga nayo. If I'm living here in South Africa, I'm living in a medium density suburb. So when I'm going to Zimbabwe, am I going to Epworth? Am I going to Domboshawa? Am I going to where you want to go? If you want to continue with the same lifestyle, research and see what are the needs area yoyo. Those are things to consider before you make the final or the permanent move. What's your main reason of moving? You have that reason. What's your main reason for moving? You also need to have that reason. If the reason that I've stated earlier, then you definitely have to make the move. Then also the other thing, it's network. Speak to those already in Zim. Learn from them. There are people who have already moved. This is very, very important. Speak to those already in Zimbabwe and learn from them. These days, I love social media. I love YouTube. You are watching this video. I've been to Zim. One leg is in Zim, one leg in South Africa. When I come here, I'm telling you what I'm doing in Zim. I'm telling you, I haven't made a full relocation, but I've already started testing the waters. I've already started establishing. I have my piece of land. I'm building my infrastructure. I'm doing something in Zimbabwe. So it's good to network. Chaga, vanu, vane pfungwa dzakafanana nedzako. Because already if you're watching this video, especially up to this far, it means in you are thinking of relocating. You want to relocate, but you don't know. So it's very important to network. Check my YouTube channels. Communicate with people in Zim. Today in the morning I was actually talking to one brother of mine saying, I'm coming to Zim. Consider relocating. I'm going to be doing this. And he was giving me pointers to say, yeah. He was giving me the encouragement, the stuff, So you need to network. You have people that you talk to. People will give you an insight of what's happening on the ground. Once you do that, because relocating without a vision is running away. So you need to go back with purpose. You don't have to run away from South Africa. You don't have to run away from the UK going to Zimbabwe. No, relocating is not running away. If you want to relocate without a vision, you are simply running away. What I'm encouraging on this platform is not running away, but it's actually going back. Going back is done by someone who's got a vision, who has got a plan in place. So I believe there is a wave, this wave, which I believe also is spiritual. There is a calling to rebuild Zimbabwe. And it's not just a politics or economics, it's actually a reset. If you're feeling that tug in your heart, don't ignore it. Pray, plan, prepare. If you're feeling that tug, don't ignore that tug. For me, I'm planning my own return. Slowly, strategically, I believe we can build homes, businesses, churches, and legacies in Zimbabwe, not just for us, but for our children. So if this spoke to you, please like, comment, share. Tell me, are you feeling the call to go back home? I want us to talk in the comment section. Are you feeling that call to go back home, to go and rebuild? But you're trying to suppress the thoughts, you're trying to suppress the core and say, no, not now. Or you still need more motivation. I'm going to be doing these videos on this platform. And I'm also going to be taking you through my journey, what I've done so far, what I'm planning to do, what I've established. And I'm also going to be talking to people who have already established themselves in Zimbabwe, so that in the end, there's a statement in another tower. Tisu tinovaka nyika yedu. Andichataura mutauriro wamamfunza ndichataura naye, but tisu tinogona kunovaka nyika yedu. Tisu tinogona kuita zvinhu zvini kunyika kwedu. It's better to suffer uri kunyika yako than to suffer in a foreign country. Because rungotya kunonyara kunzi makadzoka nei mamwe nei. Rangu zita ndinonzi Godwin Chirume. Comment section, let's talk. Do you feel that call? If you have already relocated, share with us your experience so that we can learn from your experiences, your mistakes, and anything that you feel might be helpful to us. To meet again in my next video tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Peace.